Okay, so we made some changes to the resolution. We'll see if we'll have less drop frames now. It looks like we had a drop frame that sent us off offline. Apologize for that. For what you missed, though, it's still recorded. You'll be able to go back and look at the past broadcasts to see what happened between then and now. So, looks like Anthony's just trying to power through, put as much damage on the board as he can.
So
with 2 minutes left on the clock.
So it looks like that corner play really set Ernest back, because he just passed, right?
Yeah.
So when he said that hoot cake can die in hand, here's an example of hoot cake dying in hand.
He wasn't lying.
It's pretty out here.
So to get naked. It's a little hot in the dots.
So he goes into Mute to message Gelato, search maybe a ticket or Chateau. Chateau power over that commander.
If Ernest had an eye on the clock, he probably would be thinking, just stall.
Yeah, he could just simply sit until his turn ends and win. Because he has 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock.
We probably should have some slow play warnings, though, if we notice that happening.
Yeah. We should usually the slow play warning is 3 minutes.
And Ernest runs right into a Mirror Force.
Oh wow!
But with Chateau in play, those monsters go back to the hand rather than back to the deck.
Anthony has to put enough damage to put him under.
Oof. Yeah,
under 25.
Maybe we should let him know.
The difference is
in a minute and
52. I'll let him. I'll give him a minute warning.
Minute warning. Alright, they got 53 seconds. We remind them of the warning.
Why would you put
into defense position? Does Anthony not know where the points stand now?
So this will be game, ladies and gentlemen.
Huh.
Because Ernest can just simply wait and drop another monster. And the clock will still run out.
Huh. I wonder what he's thinking.
Well, Chateau makes Missing Down 2100.
So he just...
He didn't want to take more damage, I guess.
He couldn't push through enough damage, so he's going to put it in defense so he doesn't take any?
That's what I'm assuming. If that's a Wabakut's game.
And, yeah, that's going to end our match of today. If Anthony thinks.
Yeah,
so there goes. If that's a Wabakut, that's pretty big.
You know, you can't play too slow or conservative in a King of the Hill match. And I think that's it. It's going to go to Ernest.
Well, basically...
Time.
Basically, what the King of the Hill we're trying to do is practice game ones. Because, as all of you know, game ones are pretty crucial to winning the match.
Yes, it's very crucial.
Just because game three, you want to go first to set up your board.
Yeah, because if it has to go to game 3, you at least want to be the first person to go first in that game 3. That's a crucial thing. So you usually want to win that game 1 just to have some cushion to lean on for game 3.
Now,
so that now takes Ernest up to two in a row.
Do you guys think Ernest catch up to the 10 mark?
I don't know. We'll see. Madolche's look strong.
Well, they are looking strong. I mean, if he got lucky against his Harpy matchup, if he plays...
Should we let Frank go in, or should we on this?
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the team. We're rotating.
Yeah. So next up, across from the King, will be sitting the mighty Jono Sanchez.
He
playing Black Wings.
He came in third last time we played King of the Hill.
Can you guys search a ruling real quick? Warning versus Chateau.
Warning versus Chateau. Okay, we can check that out. So the question is whether or not warning will trigger Chateau?
Sort of. Whether Chateau can resolve that way. It just seems weird.
Does Chateau say the monster has to be in the field?
How do you spell Chateau?
Says, yeah. Well...
It's right there. Psalm warning verse. Solved Madolche ruling question. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it gets this effect, but I'm just
Let's see here. Okay, so one, if a Madolche gets hit by Psalm warning or judgment, it can still be shuffled, and things like Ticket or Chateau can still activate. They do activate since they don't have to be destroyed from the field, and Psalm specifies it's destroyed. Similar to like Scrap Dragon. When Scrap Dragon is destroyed, and there's a scrap monster in the graveyard.
Yeah, it just it says the way it reads is very confusing because it says
Is that the question that you had?
says it says when it's on the field or on the field or something else. Just the way that it's read, it's very tricky.
For Ernest's name, can you put like parentheses king before it?
Oh yeah, we could do that. Let's do that. Let's dress up Ernest a little bit.
You listen to commentary?
I just turned it back on.
What's K-Max? Who's K-Max?
Do you have the big dices?
Poor fish. What's that?
The big dice.
It was somebody. It was a customer. Yeah.
We're gonna be getting them.
Okay.
They're actually from the dollar store. They're 2 for $1. I had no idea they existed.
Okay, so it looks like the King Ernest. I bet he likes that.
He's been
the Madolche King.
Madolche King. Yeah.
Madolche King.
There you go.
Yes, he has his queen and he is the king.
If Alex Amparo is listening, he's probably a little jealous right now.
Now Jono grabs the Allure of Darkness. That's pretty big in this deck because I can't see what he got rid of. Here, let me see if I can move this.
It looks.
And discards a Bora.
Oh, value and Bora.
Okay, so got rid of the value. Early on, I guess doesn't do him much good. Brings out the Shora, sets 2 back row, and passes to Ernest.
Now, John was playing cards with Blackfeather. Now, like Blackwings players play that much.
I'm not a big fan of the card.
I mean, most of them. I've actually seen most of the builds. They actually play it at 1, just because.
Yeah, 1. I can see 1.
But Jono, knowing his deck list, he plays 3.
Really?
He wants to draw into his deck.
He loves drawing, so I could see him playing 3, but it's just I think that's a bad call, especially with Blackwings.
Well, he likes consistency.
Okay, so we got the standard play from Ernest. We got the Mew, which is a beast. Messenger Lotto can come out.
He is opening so OP lately. I think this is the most consistent Ernest has ever opened.
So there's Palooza. So we have a ticket in play, and we have those back row though. The one big thing for this Madolche matchup is going to have to worry about is the Icarus attack, and I know Jono probably has to have 2, if not 3 Icarus attacks.
Most likely 3.
3.
It's a big card in
yeah,
that deck.
you can't not run.
Yeah, the thing is, especially with the Harpy versus, I know it's not Harpies, but the Harpy versus Blackwings thing, the reason it's so hard is because they get so much more value out of their Chris attacks than anything that Harpies can do.
Okay, so we got a MST. Is going to hit the ticket or the Chateau. He hits the ticket. So Chateau is still live.
And then he colludes.
And colludes.
And damage that. So
okay.
It was a good call, just because the ticket won't go off, and he gets some damage in.
Okay. And normal summons?
No. Bora's effect.
Shora's effect. God, it's been a while. It's been since Crimson Crisis since I've touched Blackwings.
Yeah, K-Max should be he's a Blackwing expert right here.
Oh, okay.
That's Kevin, right?
Kevin McDonald?
No, Kevin the curly
hair.
Oh,
Curlhead Kevin. S.
And there's their Chris.
Man. Tough plays for Ernest.
Looks like Ernest is probably going to go down in this one.
The only way that this could be worse for Ernest is if the continuous spell. What is
Black Whirlwind?
Yeah, Black Whirlwind.
Looks like Jono's in a pretty good position right now. Barring if that face down is a Deep Prison Wabaku.
Well, he opened up Deep Prison, if you guys saw in his opening hand, so it is most likely a Deep Prison.
So, do you agree with Jono Icarusing the field and instead of both back rows?
I think both back. Like whenever I'm playing, maybe it's just personal preference because I've played Ernest before. Ernest loves back row heavy, so it's just going to make more sense to hit the back row.
That could have been probably a key.
I don't think you can really leave though that ticket and Chateau hijinks for long. Up on the...
Well, you can't leave it for long, but with Blackwings, he has so many forms of removal. I mean, you just gotta have another.
Yeah, plus he has colludes. If you know what I mean.
Looks like we didn't start this clock here. I think that we've been.
It's been a good 4 minutes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Summons Messenger Lotto. He gets his effect when he's special summoned, right?
Let's give him some extra time here.
Yeah, he gets his effect when he's special summoned, and there's the face-up Beast Madolche type monster.
So he attacks with both. It's 18 and 500, I think. 23.
No, it's 17 and 500 for Messenger Auto is 17.
Messenger Auto is 16.
16.
16, really?
Yeah. Mew is 500.
Okay.
So that's a total of 2100 attack.
There
it is. There's
the Whirlwind.
There's summons Bora.
Gets
Searches
blue. Or Blizzard.
searches the
I'm assuming
or
he played-
Gale.
I think
Really, Gale?
Because what's his name? Armor Master. What's his effect again?
He can't be destroyed by battle.
but I think Queen gets around that, right? Queen
Queen.
gets right around Armor Master.
yeah.
Zephyros. That's,
Zephyros.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
You know, I would think that the conservative play versus the aggressive play in a thing like this, I think he'd probably go more aggressive. But again, he probably is. Jono also benefits from the fact that he just watched Ernest play on the stream, and he knows what kind of back row Ernest runs.
Now Fred's with us. He's one of the losers in round one. Now, we saw you with a hand of full harpies.
Oh my god, it's so horrible.
Yeah, we once we saw that he has like 6 hand, and it was like, there's no way Fred's gonna win it.
Yeah.
No back row support.
Like, there was one misplay that I did make. I should have read that the main play is Madolche in that deck if they don't have their explosive play, and I should have set Harpy Lady number 1. She has a 1400 defense, so I wouldn't have been forced to make the Icarus attack play. Like, that killed me to make it because like the Icarus attack is so vital with that.
But Mageline gets the plus though from Chateau, right?
Did he have Chateau on that point?
I think so.
I'll have to go back and look, but yeah, so that would boost Mageline up to 1900 attack.
Which means I would have been forced to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But I was pretty sure that he didn't have the.
He might not.
Chateau.
Maybe he only had ticket. Maybe.
Yeah, he only had ticket at that point, I believe, because he went.
So Gale.
Briefly,
See the Gale,
so he had the Gale already.
and let's see what he goes into. Yep, there's the Armor Master. That was my favorite card. I pulled that very first pack from Crimson Crisis.
Wasn't that like a $50 card back
Oh,
in the day?
it was beautiful.
It was a lot because Vayu was very popular back then. Especially there was a Vayu Turbo deck that was just ridiculous.
Let's.
at the
I don't.
time.
You know. I don't know if Vayu was out when.
No,
Yeah, because that was still Dark Strike Fighter days.
Well, Vayu was released in the one with Power Tool on the.
now before Vayu was the Dark Strike Fighter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was
Yeah.
banned in the
And
live
then
come
that
out.
became Vayu Turbo.
Okay. So he goes into the Invoker play, which most likely is Tiramisu is probably going to come out and bounce.
This is the main play for Madolche, is to go into Invoker. I think this is actually the first time we've seen Ernest bring out Invoker in the first place.
Yeah.
Madolches are gifted with like an amazing amount of OTK potential, and it's kind of unfairish. But also, that's all the deck has.
Phoenix
is
Chain,
OTK.
nice.
Yeah, Phoenix Chaining the Invoker, that just kills it right now.
Yeah, so we're not going to get to see the full potential of Invoker, but once per turn you can detach one XYZ from this card to special summon one level 4 Earth Warrior or Beast Warrior type monster from your deck in face-up defense position, destroyed during the end phase. Which makes no difference because that Messenger Auto combined with another, whatever he brings out, it's not going to stay on the field to get destroyed at the end.
Yeah, if Tiramisu would have came out, that would have definitely been pretty much almost game.
Well, that's really the only answer he had. Well, yeah, that's the only answer he has right now to Armor Master.
Or a back row, but that Tiramisu or back row is the only way, and he doesn't have any back row at this point, so.
Looks like Ernest has no cards in hand.
I think he has one, from what I saw. Oh no, I think that was the Mufli that was in his hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has 0 cards
So
in hand.
Jono right now is in a perfect position.
He's in power.
He's in the power slot right there. He's just gonna hopefully draw another Blackwing, summon it. Use
he
Whirlwind.
searched it. He searched it because he just summoned the Zephyros this turn. So
Now, does Ernest run any MST or any back row removal?
He does. He runs 3 MSTs. He does have a Trap Stun that's not removal, but
It helps with
it
the
helps with
Ogre.
the Icarus.
see, I think we just saw a misplay actually. It's not a big one, but instead of getting rid of the Invoker, he should have got rid of the 2 Madolche monsters because now if he top decks a level 4, he can go into Tiramisu and possibly be in a bad position.
Now I don't know what Jono's back row is.
Well, he just says it's
Is-
most
is
likely
that-
an Icarus
is
attack.
that it?
Most likely, Nick. If he left Zephyros face up
Yeah.
back. Yeah, now if he tops like a level 4 Madolche, and he has no answer to Tiramisu time.
Yeah. So that's just my the one thing that I've seen Jono do wrong in my opinion.
I don't know. It looks like that might have been a spell. would he kind of flip that right there, but I could be wrong.
Maybe like an MST.
It could be a Book of Moon.
No, he looks.
Book of Moon would be pretty clutch as well. But yeah, Ernest didn't top deck a home four monster, so we're not going to see the
Okay,
Terran.
so Ernest sets the defense and passes. Jono now has 2 cards in hand.
Duality, yeah. This
Duality,
is over.
he needs to get into that. He needs to see a Blackwing, right? Oh, that's not the Blackwing. Well, he could. He could normal some of that over
he searched one off
Zephyros.
of he searched one off of Zephyros, I believe. We didn't get to see what. I think it was a Blizzard. So right, yeah, he's gonna get the Icarus attack. He's in such an amazing position. It's not even fun at this point.
That card Ernest set. What do you think it could possibly be? Another Wabaku?
I'm guessing Wabaku.
Because he's known to top decking those Wabakus like a champ. Every time I play Ernest, he always had the Wabakus.
I mean, if it is Wabaku,
he runs 2.
No, it's not
a Wabaku. He's gonna take that armoring.
Maybe it was a Torrential
Got
because
4 just
he does not run Torrential.
under 5 minutes on the clock.
Not.
Now he's got Warning, he's got Bottomless, he's got 2 D Prisons, 2 Mirror Force.
Even though Torrential will be a really nice plus for him, when a bunch of Madolches and
You'd
take him
think,
out of the field.
especially if you get the ticket. And
Yeah. So maybe that's another question we should ask him whenever he comes in.
well, I think it's only when it's destroyed by your opponent's card.
You know, in running
believe.
2 Mirror Forces versus running a Torrential. Yeah, so scoops it up.
And that's Ernest's win streak snapped.
That's it. So
You forgot the D. Mad Duel.
So we got a new king, folks. A new king
King
at
Jono.
Tales of Adventure. King Jono the First.
What's the rotation?
So
You're next.
Really? Oh. Harpies has such a bad matchup against these things.
all I hear is whining.
It's pretty much all bitching.
All I hear is whining. Buck up, be a man, Fred.
Just make sure you guys update your life points. It's pretty crucial.
So let's go ahead and bring this clock back.